haunting, like a drug I keep on wanting. There's a love that fits so perfect, it's hard to believe. There's a reason I can feel my heart stop beating, and the air gets tough just breathing. I'm alone, but I'm still feeling like someone's with me. It's strange, I know, but I feel like you're here with me, like chasing ghosts. I know you're out there. Time is unfair, 'cause I know you're out there somewhere, patient, waiting unaware, feeling like your grip might slip too soon. But I'm running, chasing speed and gunning. I'll be right there all of a sudden. I feel your heartbeat lead me straight to you. It's strange, I know, but I feel like you're here with me. It's like chasing ghosts. I know you're out there.
Down to the ground, you're dragging me. It's constantly. No, I won't make a sound. I love the pain. It sets me free.
It's wrong, I can't make right. I love the bird below you, tell myself that this is the last time. It's wrong, I can't make right. Slipping off in the moonlight when I knew the truth. I hurt myself for you. On the ground.
Okay, definitely not muted. Got that bit out of the way. You're gonna have to bear with me a minute. We're just sorting a few technical things out on the stream. For one, let's see. The music. The music is the first thing to fix. So we get the music volume balanced. Then we have to wait for the stream to load. We've got about 30 seconds as I'm talking. As you can see, tremendous apologies from my end once more. I was told that I would be streaming Raid versus Easy and then Eros versus Raid. That is obviously not what we're seeing in front of us. We are in actual fact going to be seeing First Alliance versus Who Is Next, One versus Win. So First Alliance Russian, predominantly kind of like a Russian-speaking clan, up against, definitely not muted, up against WIN, an all-Finnish esports unit. First map, Middleburg. Let's see, we're gonna just have to do a bit of shenanigans here now. Brilliant. Okay, it looks like we're up and running, which is just lovely. Absolutely fantastic. So, I'm gonna do a little bit more. Okay, music's good, stream's good. We're in. We've got an invite for the first game. Happy days. First Alliance versus WIN. Don't quite have enough time to do a rundown. Started a little bit later than we had anticipated, but the green screen's working, the dog's somewhere behind it. Controls are good, lighting's good. We're all in. It's nothing like a stressful Saturday evening. But we do what we can and we do what we must. So looking at the lineups here, going into Middleburg, I don't know if any of you have checked it out, but Amonet streamed Asia. They had their games earlier today. All the servers playing the same maps for the rounds. So quite an interesting thing to check out the other server regions, seeing what they're doing. Certainly Asia, we've had quite a lot of upsets on. Russia seems to be kind of where the results were going how I anticipated them to. EU next, and then North America last. Going in First Alliance with a very fast and dynamic lineup. Quite an interesting one. WIN, bit more typical, shall we say. And let's just get our camera in the right place. There we go, in the corner. Love it. So, WIN, double E50Ms, IS4 core with a Batchat. First Alliance, no Batchat, but double 50Bs and a Leopard. And a T22 medium. We've got a kind of a nice, I don't know how to say it. Oh, everyone rocking the pro avatars. Look at that. WIN, certainly with a more sort of traditional lineup. First Alliance, oh, they've got options. They've really got options here. And we are in and elevated in the free cam. Lovely jubbly. And it is First Alliance Red Team South Spawn versus WIN Blue Team North Spawn. Looks like WIN are going to be dominating C. The Leopard Vice, he's pulled down to this church area in the middle. That's a risky spot. He's been spotted, but he's managed to catch Oliver and Rambo. Elmery there coming up. The double E50Ms from WIN up on C. Rambo pushing in aggressively on C. Of course, for WIN, it's Kumatia. IS4, he's actually getting pushed on now, and there are two very angry 50Bs. Oh my god! 1,305 hit points. Kumatia getting bull rushed. He needs help. Across to the side, we see here Tumas and WIN are doing a good job. They're holding on. They resist the initial push. The 50Bs from First Alliance. Really aggressive push. They've dug WIN off A. And now Tumas pushing into Wonderkind. Wonderkind and Warwick potentially in trouble here. Warwick having to get out of dodge. Wonderkind bleeding hit points. The 50B soft, an aggressive push. WIN coming in with the counter. Wonderkind hanging on for dear life. Is it going to be Tumas with the kill? It is! Both 50Bs down early on. WIN with an aggressive counter. Although First Alliance leading by 2k HP. They've also got 2 caps. It looks like Tumas is going down. But no, Vitalik is the call. He is actually going to be going down. We've lost Lazarite to anti-skill. First Alliance are 2 guns down. The hit points are now neck and neck. Now they are 3 guns down, although they have just brought it back to 1 gun down. First Alliance in the ascendancy. They're going to level the playing field, taking down Rambo. Rambo holding on. Not for much longer. It's now a 4-on-3 situation. First Alliance with the hit points. WIN with a lot of very, very soft tanks here. Benjamin, the front line. TS, well, you can see Triple T there sitting at the back. Oliver's also looking pretty low. Elmery and Oliver in trouble. This has been a very close, very good game. Tumas is coming in around the side. TST Jaska not really the target. It's going to be Benjamin going down any second now. Oh my god, 95 hit points. And Triple T going down to Veliel. Triple T looking to get the shot in, doesn't get it in. Benjamin. Oh, TST Jasker in trouble. He's bleeding hit points. Oliver bounces. Oh, critical bounce. And First Alliance look to have this one in the bag unless TST Jasker can pull something special out of the bag. But I don't think. I think this one is going to First Alliance. Great push by Win in to counter the double 50Bs. Nice, interesting move by First Alliance. Digging Win off A. But Win ultimately getting beaten in the brawl in the city. Bleeding too many hit points too early on with that initial rush. And that is what we're talking about. Thank you, Amcoil, for confirming that the mic works. Hello to everyone who's tuned into the stream. We can see it was close. Very, very close indeed. TST Jasker getting some really good numbers on the board there. Yeah, the Win, not expecting the aggressive push. 1-0 to First Alliance. We've got a minute to go. Let's see, do I have a Middleburg briefing already? Of course I don't. Of course I don't. Create a briefing. Middleburg. Let's find that Middleburg. There we go. Supremacy. We've got a minute. Okay, let's go to stratsketch.com, our savior. Well, we can see Win in this spawn. They came in pretty standard on A. First Alliance barreled the 50Bs in, and that basically really forced Win to back off A. That gave First Alliance really solid control of the city. Win didn't capitalize on the C area. They didn't. I don't think they got that cap. Certainly, it wasn't an important. Everything here, not an important part of the game. First Alliance, we saw Vice and the Leo, and the T22 came round into the city. They got the dominance. They kept the hit point advantage ahead for most of it. And that was, well, we've got 14 seconds to go. Are we going to see another city cap? We're ready. Looks like Win. Oh, they're stacking in a mouse now. First Alliance leaning for the hill. First Alliance with a very, very fast lineup here on the table. We're seeing, again, the double 50Bs, Warwick and Wonderkind. But we're seeing a triple E50M. Lovely to see the E50M getting a bit of traction now on the tournament scene. Vice in the 140 anti-skill. Back in the T22 uncatchable. First Alliance red team. For sure they are going for C. There is no way Win can contest the hill. First Alliance have control of the high ground. We know this. They need to capitalize on the number advantage that they want in the city. Warwick and Wonderkind, number 1, number 2, red, looking to get some fire into Oliver. Oh, Oliver escaping by the skin of his teeth. And now Elmarie potentially in trouble. Not spotted. Spotted now. About to take a lot of damage. Whew. Takes one. Gets tracks. Bounces. Elmarie. Oh, bleeding hit points early on, but don't think it goes unpunished. Vitalik taking a bit of damage too. Win still ahead on hit points simply because they've got a heavier lineup. Win have got B. They're gonna have A. We can see the 50Bs. This is. Oh, keep an eye on the 50Bs on the minimap. This is going to be absolutely superb. First Alliance. They are on the back foot here. They don't really have very strong rushing tanks, he says, not really understanding how First Alliance are going to do this, but aware that they have a plan. Sure as sure can be. Now we've got, I am very concerned here. Wonderkind and Warwick looking dangerous. Wolfpack 50Bs. They'll be getting stuck into the city. Win need to stay together, need to avoid getting encircled, but I think this is what First Alliance are doing. They've got the 50Bs and E50M stacking the middle, double E50Ms, T22 on the flank, and a 140. It's Vice to Harry from the side. And now Win are about to get caught in a crossfire. Look at the minimap. First Alliance have them in a pocket, and they are chipping away at the hit point pool, and the 50Bs are in unassailed into A, and you'd have to be crazy to think something could come in there and take it off them, because that is a lot of burst damage. And look at this, 6 First Alliance tanks off to the flank. Vice exploiting, keeping TST Jaska busy. We're seeing Lazarai and Triple T. Ooh, Vice takes a bit of a flogging there, but he's rotating round. B is safe, but First Alliance now have the double cap and are catching up on Win's cap lead advantage. Kumatia, he is the front runner for Win. Really important for him to look after his hit points. Super important. Oh, good trade there with Benjamin. And we're seeing the uncatchable T22, anti-skill, pushing in aggressively, looking to get a shot, bounces, takes one for his troubles. First Alliance are bleeding hit points, but if they keep up the pressure here in terms of cap, although Lazarai is in, if they can defend A, we really need to see, and look, this is a really nice position for anti-skill. He's got a really good, look at the positioning, the hull down. T22 uncatchables in a great position, but we're seeing a push. Warwick's coming in, but he bled a lot of hit points on the push. First Alliance are closing the gap in terms of points. They will overtake Win any minute now. Win have to make a concerted push. Oh, it's a low HE roll from Rambo. He's about to get clipped out by Warwick. First Alliance looking to be in ascendancy, but Wonderkind vulnerable. Wonderkind soft. Looking low. We're seeing a counter push by Veliel. First Alliance. There, they do it. They get the kill. Vice on Elmery. First Alliance going 2-0, coming out of Middleburg. Really strong performance. I mean, the game's been won, but as long as you keep killing people, the timer won't finish. And First Alliance with a really good move there with the flanks. Win letting themselves get stuck in a pocket. And that was their undoing, so to speak. Damage numbers pretty close, but First Alliance again. And I love the position, anti-skill in the T22. Really strong position to defend the A cap from being recaptured. Win's main mistake was letting First Alliance get a foothold in the city, but the double 50Bs, that burst damage, backed up by the E50Ms, really strong push. Win not really using their armor, not meeting that aggressively enough in the initial city confrontation. Lost ground, lost map control, and that was their undoing. Now we're going to Vineyards. Do we have a Vineyards briefing somewhere? Oh, we don't. Well, we won't bother. Vineyards. Well, first of all, it's a best of 5, so it's match point at the moment to First Alliance. If they win this one, they're taking a clean sheet scoreboard against Win 3-0. That will give them 1 point. Win going away with 0 points. For Win to take this now, they need to be victorious in the next 3 games, back to back. So, whew. Oh my, that's gonna be something special if they can manage that. But we're ready. We're going into Vineyards. Vineyards. I mean, having seen how First Alliance played that map very well with mediums. Now looking at their lineup, lovely to see an SDB. First Alliance playing quite a heavy setup, and now it is Win's turn, 140 batch at 25T, to sort of be more mobile on the field. Although the 113s from First Alliance certainly mean that their team is, whilst well armored, is no slouch on the battleground. Win can't afford to lose this one. Although that being said, the pro tournament, the top 8, we're basically in a double round robin format. So each team will play each other team. Each team will play each other team twice. So there's 14 matches, and the top 4 go through to the double elimination stage. So certainly it's not a brutal knockout format we're seeing here, but we are seeing the SDB1 anti-skill, and he's got the adamant camouflage. Beautiful. He's capping off A at the same time. Well, Rambo from North, Batchat 25T, much faster into the B cap than A, but we are seeing First Alliance quick into C. Not sure what with TST Jaska is dug in at the back here. It's worth noting actually that First Alliance, look at the minimap. We've got 4 First Alliance tanks on C. They've also pulled the STB-1 Adamant back off A, and defending A, it's Benjamin in the T110E3. He's also backed up by Vitalik. It's a double T110E3 format defending A. That's some really good positions. Look at this. They've got a really nice... They're really dug in. No one can really get behind them easily without bleeding a lot of hit points. So now First Alliance with a strong cap lead win. Really not sure how to pursue this. Lazarai, Object 140. Oh, they're going for A. Rambo from North. Well, he found the T110E3s. It looks like he also took a shot, potentially, from Anti-Skill. So Anti-Skill splitting the distance between the City and the T110E3s. That will help the E3s remain quite tricky to flank. Vice playing a lovely role here. He's in the Diamond League camo. We're seeing a win push into C. That's the only place they can really push. They can force an overmatch here. They really need to get stuck in and start turning the cap point pressure on its head, because at the moment, First Alliance leading by 200. First Alliance also with a hit point advantage, which does not bode well for Win. Vice doing a good job of resetting C. Elmery currently holding the cap points. Kuma doing a good job of shielding him. Vice doesn't quite get it in time. Now can Win hold on to C and B? We've got Rambo from North over on B. He's been looking to sort of harry Vice and Benjamin. Oliver takes a hit. First Alliance counter pushing. Elmery exposed. Elmery in trouble. Win are 2 fractured. The 268 TST Jaska needs to come in. Nordic, Anti-Skill. They're pushing on Elmery. Oh, Anti-Skill takes a huge battering. Vorex down. Elmery needs to push Anti-Skill. Torpedo is now the call. First Alliance in. Well, First Alliance capping C. We've got Rambo. Anti-Skill goes down. Rambo on C. On A, sorry. It's close. Benjamin's down. Win with a gun advantage. Nordic's down. Look how many low hit point tanks are on the table for Win. Kuma super low. Super low. Win. Wow. What a great push. What fantastic forces fire they had in C. Really good move by Rambo in the Batchat to get that cap off in the distance. Oh, so much happening so quickly. Hard to keep up with that. And now Win clawing it back. TST Jaska having a huge game in the Object 268. And you can see someone's asking whether the T22 is allowed. All Tier 10 and Tier 9 tanks, I believe, are viable for use in the pros. You'd have to be suicidal to bring a Tier 9 to the table. So that is Win clawing it back. Now it's 2-1, still match point to First Alliance. Going back into Vineyard. We'll be swapping the spawns. Look like First Alliance digging in once more with a very, well, moving away from the T110E3s. They were a great defensive piece, but they're quite sluggish. And I think that split in forces cost them the city. Didn't give Win the victory, but gave them an opening that they could exploit, which they did very well. First Alliance, this lineup looking interesting. A 183 heavy hitter. Vice and the 268s. We've got a Batchat and a T22. So 2 TDs, medium light, and a whole pile of heavy tanks kicking around in there for good measure. Win looking more mobile. Double E50Ms, Batchat 25T. Loving the E50M getting more use in tournaments. That is so refreshing to see. Now can Win bring this 2-2, tie it up for a tiebreaker? Not sure what the tie-breaking map is actually. So just holding on now. 17 seconds to go. It's exciting times. Okay. Pressure is still on for win First Alliance with a teensy bit of breathing room. And you'd be a fool to think that the sports psychology wasn't a factor. First Alliance, red team, south spawn, win, blue team, north spawn. Finish, boys, from the north, in the north. Win with a slightly more mobile lineup, but not by much. Nordic and Rambo racing for A and B. Nordic in first will give the cap lead to First Alliance. First Alliance, and we're seeing the T-22 uncatchable. What a beautiful tank that is. He is getting dug into C. There we go. First Alliance with the slight advantage, capping B before Win can cap A. Fraction of a second. Status quo remains as is. First Alliance will take the win. The momentum is wins to change. And Warwick actually now leading the charge into C. Kumatia, the man of the moment for Win. He is going to be spotting up C. He needs to be using HE to defend C. Win don't really have an eye on C. I'm not sure what they're doing here. They've got the E50Ms. They're not contesting C. Well, they are defending it, but it's only a matter of time before those double IS4s. Can Warwick? Can he do it? Elmarie, look at this. They've got just a slither. Oh, Elmarie picking up a double bounce. Oliver and Torpedo coming in for support. Lazarai there as well. We've got 4 tanks from Win, getting some good bounces in here. They've chipped away at Wonderkind and Warwick. Wonderkind and Warwick not able to cap C. Win with almost a 1k hit point advantage, which is not too shabby. 5 minutes still on the clock. First Alliance still with the cap lead by the finest of margins. Vice in the 268, locking down the backfield. He's got Nordic in the Batchat 25T for support. Vitalik in the key IS4 central position for First Alliance. Kumatia, IS4 central position for Win. Win. They've switched out the E50Ms. Lazarai and Torpedo Killer now holding off C. This frees up the E50Ms to work the flank. And we're seeing TST Jasker in the 268 moving around. Kumatia, he's taking a bit of a beating in the middle here. It's a tough role. It's a tough place to play. Win happy to rotate the E50Ms. We're seeing a Win Rambo from north. He's moving through the ruined city. Warwick spotted. Vice and Nordic playing Sentinel back in the red spawn. Torpedo Killer Lazarite keeping C neutral. Torpedo Killer taking a bit of damage. There on the corner. First Alliance stacking in the city. Vitalik still holding there. Benjamin, don't forget about that 183. It's got the Diamond League camouflage on it. That is an angry, angry looking tank looking for a target. Got one in the chamber. Probably Hesh. We're not seeing much movement. The 183 connected. Anti-skill flexing round to support the flank. First Alliance sensing that something's coming. Benjamin switching. Anti-skill covering the flex. Win running out of time. 240 less than cap points on the board. 3 minutes to play with. I think the cap clock will beat the time clock. Win will need to do either a stop on B or take down a First Alliance gun. First Alliance can't get complacent. They need to take the fight for Win. If they leave it to the last minute, A is very safe. A is dug deep in Win territory, but B, First Alliance, while they've got eyes on it, don't have control, and Nordic takes a huge hit from TST Jasker. The 268 unspotted across the map. Hammered. The 183 not connecting. Rambo from North, Elmarie, Oliver, they're coming in. Vice needs to, he's looking for Rambo. Rambo spotted, he sees Vice. Oh, it's all happening here. Lazarai, Torpedo, Kumatia coming in. They're going to get C. Winner pushing C. Oh, First Alliance with the response. TST Jasker, He needs to... Elmary's in trouble. Elmary needs to get out of dodge. Vice looking for the kill. Elmary goes down first. Alliance closing in the gap, but they don't have any caps on the board. They take down Oliver. They're 15 points away. Win need to stay alive. Win need to do it. They need to stay alive. Otherwise, this is First Alliance's game. Kumatia now potentially in trouble. Kumatia seems to be the target. He just has to hold on. Oh, it's close. Kumatia looking for a bounce. Lazarai takes down Vitalik. Win tying it up. 2 for 2. We go into a tiebreaker. What a beautiful move. That 268 shell from TST Jaska flipping the flank on its head. First Alliance thought they were safe, thought they were secure. And that shell, that 1,000 points worth of damage, perfectly placed HE round into the First Alliance back chat, changed the whole scope of the layout, the whole layout of the game, the power dynamic. And First Alliance, great response, came in, counter pushing Win. But Win, masterful cap control, got B and C at the... that was good. And now we're on to Dynasty's Pearl. It's a tiebreaker. First Alliance must have come out of the first 2 games feeling so confident. Vineyards, though, in the hands of Win. Now we're on to Dynasty's Pearl. 1 minute to go. Oh my goodness me. Sorry, I got excited there. I should remain composed and professional. But, you know, that was really good. That was a really good push. And I think, yeah, First Alliance... So, that hit from the 268 on the back chat, just... You saw First Alliance scramble to respond. And the scramble freed up the other 2 caps, the cap in the city, to cap in their spawn. And then Win... going for the cap pressure, trying to stay alive. Elmary went down. It was a little bit mad. It was a little bit mad. That's 30 seconds of absolute carnage on a knife edge. 20 seconds to go. We're ready. First Alliance win. Tiebreaker. Dynasty's Pearl. 2 for 2. First Alliance going heavy. Win also going heavy. First Alliance, though, bringing nothing but heavies. Win with a little bit of a mix. We've got a E3 and a Backchat 25T. Now, the E3, if used well, could be very effective against an all-heavy lineup. The Backchat 25T gives Win the option for some more sneaky cap control shenanigans in the late-game phases. Worth noting that Win actually came into the pros on this map versus Eros. Eros' Evil Unicum's team. So they know how to play this, and they have been training against, or they were training at least in the run to the pros against R2K, one of the #1 seeds to take the top spot on the pros, one of the big 3 alongside Eros and Raid. So First Alliance and Win looking pretty evenly matched, having some map favorites. First Alliance pushing for C. Rambo, those are the cap shenanigans we're talking about. The Backchat 25T will be looking for A. Torpedo isolated. Elmary connecting. Vice takes a hit. TST Jaska also takes a hit. Looks like it was pretty... And it's Kumatia. Rambo getting nice early cap pressure here. Benjamin taking a little bit of damage. Mouse on mouse action. It's Kumatia. Nice bounce. He's up against Benjamin. First Alliance pulling out of the city. First Alliance. It seems that they are stacking... Is Benjamin pulling out of the city? No, they're going deep. Vice and Benjamin rotating round on A. Rambo needs to stay frosty. He could get a lot of hurt put on him. Vice, very competent player. Former R2K. Well, vacillating between First Alliance and R2K. Very talented player. If he catches Rambo out of position, could be all sorts of trouble on the table for Win if they lose that flank. Rambo with a crucial role to play. Hit points. Neck and neck. Vice spotted. Rambo 2 in the chamber. Spotted. Vice pushing in aggressively. Rambo giving him the slip. Rambo on the drum reload. Rambo with no support though. Benjamin not pushing. It's Rambo is going head-to-head with Vice. Lazarai rotating. That's an important move. Actually, if they're able to catch, Vice is isolated here. First Alliance need to push C. They're doing it. Vorik in C, but they're pushing through. So First Alliance making a push on the isolated Torpedo Killer and Elmarie. It's a 3-on-2 overmatch. Nordic barreling in. TSD, Jaska, Oliver need to get stuck in. Vice now in trouble. Vice going down. Vice getting out of there. Torpedo Killer's down. It's an early gun advantage. Oh, Kumatia takes a huge hit. First Alliance looking to be in the ascendancy here. Lazarai to take down Vice. It's a... Well, now Nordic's in trouble. Oh, it's a 2-gun advantage to First Alliance. They're pushing in on Oliver, TST, Jaska. This is really closely fought. Nordic is low. Nordic needs to be hunted down. Wonderkind. Rambo can clear up the back of the shop here. He can take down Wonderkind. He does. It's close. It's 3-on-5. Win with a couple of well-placed shots could swing this back in their favor, but they lose Oliver. 1k HP burnt down. Now Lazarai surrounded by lots of angry tanks. Rambo with 1 shot in the chamber looking to pick up Nordic. Gets it. Oh, Lazarai running. Rambo alone. And there is not much he can do here. He can't run away. He is going down. First Alliance with a great push over C. Win committing too many tanks to take down Vice. Leaving, and I said in the beginning, Elmarie, Torpedo Killer, looking isolated on that C flank. Not well connected to the rest of the Win team. First Alliance take the first game. The first match, the first fixture, whatever you want to call it. 3-2. Not an easy one thing. Win looking dangerous. First Alliance looking competent. Both teams, good showing, good tactics on display. Really encouraging to see that. Let's see. So, let's just check when the... Oh, missions. Wonderful. Okay, very good. Let's just see when the next tournament match is. We saw Win. Good lord. So the next match is in 15 minutes. We've got some time. Excellent stuff. So, let's bring that up. And let's just quickly put that in. Okay. Wunderbar. So, apologies. Let's see, is this the one that we're looking for? This one? That looks good. All right, there we go. So this is the tournament page on the website. And actually, let me just, while we're here doing some housekeeping stuff on stream between matches. Coins. If you're watching this video and you want coins, you need to follow the description, the instructions in the description of this video. So basically, you go to the website of your region. So that is www.wotblitz.eu. I think something like that. The link is in the video description on YouTube. If you're already through that portal, ignore what I'm saying. But yeah, you have to go through the portal, the website page. You have to be logged in with your profile, and you have to basically watch the stream through that. You won't get any coins from just watching on my YouTube channel on YouTube. You have to be going through the portal. Like another little note, you can only get coins linked for an account linked to the region. So if you've got an NA account, you can't get coins for your NA account by watching an EU stream. Coins will only be given to EU accounts. And the same for all streams. So an NA stream, it'll be coins for NA accounts only. So do bear that in mind. Anyway, here we are. This is basically you're on the tournaments page. So these are the tournaments. My internet is like I'm streaming, listening to music, playing a game on some websites. I'm really, you know, just I'm pushing my internet. I really am. Yeah, so these are the basically you log in, you make sure you're logged in. Unlike me, I'm not logged in. I'm a noob. Don't be like Rolling. Log in and then watch the video, whichever one you want to watch. Ideally this one. But this is the professionals tournament. If we go to the matches tab, we can see the schedule, which is lovely. Going all the group stage all the way up until April 20th. Gonna be a busy boy for the rest of this month. Going to the results tab though, we can see what has happened. Well, what? Okay, First Alliance versus Win. We saw that match on this channel just now. That's pretty standard. R2K versus Hapki, 3-0. I'm not surprised by that. Hapki being, at least in my opinion, let me first caveat, all the teams in the professionals tournament on the EU server are very good teams. They fought hard battles to get here. Some are obviously seeded higher than others. R2K, we would expect, on average, on a good day, on a normal day of the week, we would think R2K would beat Hapki. So 3-0 is not a surprise. Eros 3-0 versus Souls, same thing applies. Raid losing 0-3 to Easy All-Stars. Surprise. Wonderful upset. We love surprises. It's good. Some variation, some excitement, and a weak start to Raid's campaign. Bearing in mind, of course, that Raid, good lord, that Raid are the defending world champions. So, fantastic stuff. Sorry, there's I don't know, as my dog is running around underneath the chair and the desk, just to make life a little bit more interesting for me. So, this is quite good. This is a nice little page to see the scores. Thank you to Amanet for showing me this. And so that's where we're at the moment, which is, whew, did not see that one coming. And let's just have a look at who's playing who next. Because obviously we're not watching who I said we're watching. We're watching someone else next. Because Wargaming got other ideas. So this is the first stage, which is... no, these are the upcoming matches. Okay, so it looks like Eros are playing, Group 1, Tour 2. So the second tour, it's Eros versus Raid. Hapki versus Souls. That would be an important match for both teams. These kind of two are the lower seeds. First Alliance versus Easy. Now, First Alliance, if they've been paying attention to the scoreboard, will have seen Raid lose 0-3 to Easy. You'll be thinking, wait, what? So these guys, First Alliance, need to be on their toes for this game. R2K versus Win. Well, that's a tough fixture for Win. Day one, coming out of a 3-2 loss for First Alliance. Wow. We got Medsy here. Pirate Storm Bravo, sir. We've got Evgeny, Wiltsu, Unknown Rider, lots of people in chat. Cyber Ghost, Blonde Panther. Great to see everyone here chatting away. Please do be active in the chat. Big shout out to the mods for all the hard work that they're putting in. We've got some time to kill before the next game starts, before we even get an invite. So let's just stick on a replay. Do I have any replays? Yes, we do. Haha. It's a replay from me. It's 2 minutes. It's the right length of time. So let's just crack on with that. It's a game I played earlier today, actually. Mines, tier 10, randoms. I'm in the E100, advising my team to contest the hill. I'm showing you this game because I had a great time. I had fun. It's not a special game, it's a fun game. And that's what we live for. So yeah, I'm in general that raid easy result is a huge surprise. I don't know about you guys, but I am shooketh. I did not expect that at all, not one bit. And I'm just watching my A100. I have this habit of like pointing my gun at the ground, which is just such a waste of it's such poor action economy. But I can't seem to stop doing it. Get a nice hit here. If I had my head on a swivel, I would have used an HE round maybe. But you know, that's some reliable damage. I'm forgetting how big the E100 is. I'm trying to angle up now to the 3 heavies. Take one from the 263. Getting some more bounces. Need to clear the hill. Happy to take a hit in order to do it. So yeah. Raid. And let's just see. Maybe well, what we can do is we'll finish watching this replay. Good night, Chieftain Mark 6 with the Royal Camouflage. Royal Camouflage, the only tier 10 named camo that I don't have. Because I think it is hideous. And I'm a Brit, so I should like the British flag. And I do. Just not like that. But we can have a look. We'll see what maps are coming up. We'll see. I mean, even though I'm not exactly sure. I'm a wreck! Yes! Happy days. Even though I'm not exactly sure who will be following next. It would be good. We can at least see the map. Now this is the pièce de résistance. If you ever get the opportunity to do something like this, you do it. You take this opportunity. It doesn't matter what it costs you. It doesn't matter if it kills you. You sit on an IS-4 in your E100. Oh, this is interesting. The replays are. Yeah, it sticks on the on your tank. You don't actually see other people's view. So. And now we're just okay. The results are in. Happy days. Top of the table. I mean, a third class. Not a high level of XP, but you know, I'm happy, and I'm a rack, and sitting on an IS-4 to kill it. That's my kind of game. So, got that invite. Who are we watching? We're watching Hapki versus Souls. This is good. This is a good game. Said it would be important for these guys. They're, I would say, at least in my opinion, number 7 and 8 seeds in the top 8. So, for them, this is really... This is everything to prove. They've both come out. Souls, let's just go back a touch. Souls lost 0-3 to Eros. Hapki lost 0-3 to R2K. So, both of these guys currently on the back foot. We've got 4 minutes to go. Our first map we're playing on is Castilla. Excellent stuff. Do we have a Castilla briefing? We do. Join that briefing. Wonderful. Let's go to Stratsketch. So Castilla. Just making sure I'm ready. We're not going to miss the start of the battle, which is good. Castilla. A very interesting map. One of the least symmetrical maps in terms of spawns. And this presents unique opportunities coming from each spawn. Typically what you've got for the north spawn is you've got a nice ridgeline to spot from here. You've got some nice positions up around A and B6 for kind of spotting and defending C, but it's quite easy to get isolated in this corner of the board. You've got nice approaches from the north spawn to defend B through the city whilst also staying connected to the A flank, and you have the traditional TD bushes for countering A. It's a little bit harder coming from the north spawn to get control of the Castilla. I think the south spawn has the advantage. They've got a safer approach and they can get up onto this bit in a much more kind of connected way. Certainly coming from the south spawn, if you can get tanks up round here up onto this ridge. They are more sort of supported by heavies here. And I've got Defilate from TDs firing across from the A1 from the north spawn opponents. So, but then that being said, the south spawn, they've also got you can go over the ridge line, you can push up here, and you've got very strong control, more rapid control over B. You've also got, it's a risky route, you see a lot in randoms, you can push across, get hull down on this, and then you can play out over here, or you can peek over here. There's some TD shenanigans you can run from here, and especially over this line, this sort of this back hill line, but it's different. You can't rinse and repeat the same strategies. That's what I'm trying to get at, is that this map is, the spawns have unique considerations, opportunities, drawbacks, advantages, etc, etc, etc. So for me, Castilla is a very interesting map. I think it's good that it's being played first. I think it's one of the worst tiebreaker maps simply because of how asymmetric it is in terms of its layout. But at the same time, you know, variety is the spice of life. So I think it's good that we're seeing it first. And this map is a case in point of why you need spawn rotation in competitive play. You can't be having one game on this map and calling it fair, for example. So we've got 30 seconds to go. Let's just go back to the game screen. Here we are. Souls versus Hapki. Hapki with a triple 50B lineup. It looks like they're doing the north spawn. Souls doing the south spawn. I don't know where Hapki are doing. So are we saying Hapki north? It looks like they're going north. I'm seeing green and green. I'm assuming Hapki are on the north spawn. I'm assuming triple 50Bs. They're pushing for A. Let's see. Are they actually in the north spawn? Again, pro avatars for everyone. The tunnel me in randoms beacon for everybody. Yes. Hapki, red team, north spawn, triple 50Bs with a Batchat Fosh, 263, 268. I have never seen such a lineup. And then on the opposite side of the table, Souls, blue team, south spawn, core of heavy tanks backed up by double 268 and a Batchat. The Batchat failing the climb? Is that what was happening there? We're seeing error on Blitz. Quickly into A. No danger of being contested there. No one coming down. Souls really giving A to Hapki. The triple 50Bs just milling around here. Not pushing into C. Kind of waiting for spots to come in. Both teams now looking for information. They don't want to make any obvious pushes. While the Souls Batchat's in on B. Jirka doesn't get the reset. Oh my goodness me! Good lord! Deleted. Well, that is a huge upset. The TDs, a double 268 from Souls, expecting a TD on this ridgeline, like we were saying, is a favorite to play. And now the 50Bs, the Hapki 50Bs, in a little bit of a bind. They don't really have the support of the 268 anymore. They've got a 263 behind them, but the 268 was the heaviest hitter on the field for Hapki. And now Souls are ahead. And Hapki, they've lost one of their backline TDs. And now Souls, we're seeing Massey Joe, an Avenger. IS4113, they've been spotted by error on Blitz. They're pushing towards A. If Souls can get the A cap, that will really put Hapki in a difficult position. Hapki, three 50Bs, two of them looking quite soft. Pushing in aggressively on the 268s. The 268 can ruin Petros. What are Hapki thinking? Well, they're going to get a 263 for it. A 268, sorry, but now Panfrog. That was not a good move by Hapki. Not a good move at all. Panfrog will take down Ice and Smell Tomatoes. No, Pan Major does it now. Panfrog will delete the 50Bs. Well, we saw First Alliance use 50Bs well in Middleburg. Hapke, though, other side of the table, completely faulty push. And it's now 5-on-2. We've lost the 268s from Souls, but it's cost Hapke everything to do it. They've got error on Blitz on the Castilla, and then we've got Triple X 5-5s. Very healthy, sat in the corner. I don't think he's contributed to this game at all. Hapke were looking to defend A, but he's been spotted, and now he is X5. We're going to call him X5 because it's much easier. He is in the open, and error on Blitz, -1 frames per second. Is that even possible? Well, Hapke have had a absolutely rocky start. Souls looking dangerous. Great move, taking down the Hapke 268 early on, and maybe error on Blitz did have some troubles because it looked like he was struggling with the hill climb to begin with. And now it looks like he has just dropped out of the game completely. Souls will be picking up the first win here. Error on Blitz. About to be deleted. Masio bounces. And is it going to be a ram kill? Oh, it's not. Devastating. But they tried, and we appreciate that. Souls leading Hapke 1-0. Friend request from Full Metal, someone. We'll accept the friend requests. And Hapke, well, error on Blitz with ping issues, it seems. The DL hops. The 268 just on the ridgeline, spotted early, triple tapped out of the game. And then the 50Bs with no real firepower support from the TD section. Left with no other choice really but to push. But pushing into 268s with the fragile French heavy armor, it was never going to work. I mean, it didn't seem like a good idea, let's put it that way. And now, Souls leading Hapke. And let's just chat in the chat. No spoilers if you're chatting to your friends, to the guys you know that are playing the game. If you're chatting to them in Discord and they're saying, oh, we won, whatever they're saying, no spoilers in the chat, please. Some people are on the edge of their seats waiting. But of course, do celebrate when your team or the team that you're rooting for wins. But not until the results are in. Keep it exciting for everybody. And the moderators will be keeping an eye on those spoilers. So, 30 seconds to go, going back to Castilla, switching everything up. It looks like error on Blitz has been rotated out. He'll be dealing with his ping issues. Hapke, very fast lineup. 113s, 140s, bat chats, super speedy. Souls leaning more towards the armor side. We've got a T110E5. Nice to see that tank featuring in the pro tournament. I think this is the first time that I'm seeing it in the pros. Yes, it is. So, we've got a mobile Hapke versus a more sort of heavily armored Souls formation. Going into Castilla, we'll see Souls starting off on the north spawn. Blue team north, Hapke, red team south. How are Hapke going to play this one? They had a really, really rough start in the last game. Only getting 5k damage on the board. Disorganized 50B push on the C cap. Elevated X5. So it's double bat chats, double 140, double 113, and a 268 for Hapke. Screams speed and aggression. X5 getting into B early. Bunda 09. This is what we're talking about. This nice south spawn approach to the Castilla area itself means that the south spawn, you can get good control over this part of the map early on. And X5 straight through B. Very aggressive spotting route. Demon Soul not connecting. Not spotted either. Firing through soft cover. It's enough to ward off X5. Demon Soul, as we said earlier, a nice spot here for the Northspawn to defend the C area. Hapki stacking deep on C. No caps contested. The Blues, Souls leading in hit points by just under 1,000 simply by virtue of the heavier lineup. No damage done. WZ113 takes a track. X5 takes a bit of damage. He's having to pull off B. I can smell tomatoes, and the 140 is successfully capping C underneath the cover fire of Michael997 and Rihapov and Petro. Good lord, these names are hard. But Hapki with the lead. X5 pushing deep. X5 really overreaching. X5 in trouble. What is X5 doing? What is he doing? He is going down. X5 biting off far more than he can chew. Handing the cap lead and the gun advantage to Souls, and now a 3k hit point advantage. Yes. Souls. Well, that was an absolute... What? X5 will be kicking himself for that. I think he was expecting Souls to not be so well dug in here. And you can see Pan Sultan for Souls in the, well, slightly further back from where Hapki lost their 268 on the ridge line. He's got a nice defensive position. You can see the role that the 268 plays here. Covers C. Wasn't quite able to stop the cap on it, though. It also covers the IS-4 overwatching B and can back up the heavy tanks if they need to retreat back through the spawn. As well, he can support the A cap and the Castilla area. Such an important sniping location for the Blues, and they managed to keep their 268 alive and in the battlefield. Of course, Hapki, oh, I can smell tomatoes, takes a hit from Pan Major. T110E5 playing nice and aggressive, making sure that he doesn't overexpose potentially. Souls, if we look at the minimap, Souls with a good, I would say Souls controlling at least 60 to 75% of the map. Hapki with the Soul cap and kind of dug into this bottom left-hand corner. Losing that bat chat was so early on was such, I mean, Hapki really confined to their own spawn. They don't have vision over here. Souls could, if they wanted to, push in. That might leave them a little bit isolated, but it would force Hapki to respond, and that would open up a counter push for Souls. We're as high as we can go. Souls with the gun advantage, with like a cap advantage by seconds, and also Souls in a much better position to put a cap stop on C if it's required. Hapki not in a position to threaten A at the moment. Certainly A has got nice protection from Pan Major and Masio, the two heavies on top of the Castilla. Pan Seba putting the pressure on B. Oh, but it's that was a foolish move. Pan Seba returning the favor of biting off more than he can chew. Can he get out of there? He gets tracked. If he goes down, Hapki will have the lead. Oh my god. He's hanging in there. Oh, the shot hits that crate. That soft cover. Saving him. Pan Seba on 81 hit points. Bunda looking for the kill. Picks it up. Hapki are now ahead. Souls handing back the lead to their opponent. Surely the Batchat's not going to try and repeat the same thing. That B cap was well protected by Hapki. Souls know they need to push in. We're seeing Pan Major Masio looking for pressure on the 268 and Bunda. Bunda is the call. They're barreling down into the Batchat 25T. I can smell tomatoes will be coming in over the top. This is where the action will be breaking down at the same time. Souls Batchat pushing in from B, looking to get shots into the 268. He's about to take a huge amount of damage. Oh, it's a low roll. He's lucky. And now the 268 is the call. We've got a minute and a half to play. The 268's going down.
The lead back in the favor of Souls, but Pan Major's looking low. I can smell tomatoes. Looking for the kill shot. Gets it. Oh, no, he's low. Run away. And now Souls making another push. They get it, or the momentum is swinging backwards and forwards. It's 4 on 5. Souls with the gun advantage. Souls currently leading. Souls pulling away. Bunder and I Can Smell Tomatoes looking if they can get Demon Soul. I don't think they can. No, this is Soul's game. 4 on 2. Soul's completely fluffing up the B camp, but making a really nice coordinated push in through. Panfrog to take down Ripav. Masio to take down Bunder. Soul's almost squandering the game and then hustling. Like, really, oh, top notch, yeah, sure. Soul's rallying, that's the word we're looking for. Rallying for a triple-pronged push. Going into Mayan Ruins next. Souls, absolutely. I mean, what we saw them coming from A, across the bridge, putting pressure, coming from B, coming over C. Souls basically executed as soon as they lost the IS-4 in the middle. Countered on all 3 fronts simultaneously with Hapki trapped in the pocket. That was really good to see. Like that was nice. That was really nice. Ah, Grumbly is here. 07 Grumbly. Great to see you. And someone's asking me how much will I stream. I am streaming every day on EU. And I am streaming every Saturday on North America and the Sunday the 21st on North America. So I'm streaming a lot. I have many streams. I have many streams. Going into Mayan Ruins. Let's see. Do I have a Mayan Ruins briefing? I do. Join briefing. We've only got 24 seconds though. But I've got it here so I can refer to it and so I know which caps are where, which is good. We've got the A cap, bottom right, heavy corridor. B, that kind of risky middle cap that if you dig into it well, can be successful cap pressure, but is a risky move. We are ready. C is the medium cap, top left in the B2 grid cell. So we're going in. It's now match point to Souls. Hapki. Hapki having 2 very bad games on Castilla, losing the 2-6 early in the first and losing a bat chat early in the second. Hapki, nice triple IS-4 core, W50M, 268113. Hapki, red team, south spawn. Souls, blue team, north spawn. IS-4s, mouse, E3, E50M. Souls with the armor advantage. Hapki calling, do we go for A? Certainly Souls, and Souls know they have the armor advantage. Match point for Souls, best of 5, first team to 3 wins. Wins it. Souls making the moves. Triple IS-4 from Souls barreling towards A. The mouse tanks backed up by the E3. Pan Major, Seba, and Frog. Oh, and that's the risky B cap we're talking about, but the E3's got him covered. Jerker's looking for damage on the E50M. The E50M potentially at risk from the IS-4. No, he's got Defilate. Souls bleeding hit points early on, but so are Hapki. Hapki, though, with a quick cap on C from the error on Blitz and the E50M. Now, I'm wondering if he is perhaps a very key player for Hapki. Oh, wow. Panfrog gets an absolute steamer of a shot into the E50M. But he's taking fire in return. Cap lead in the favor of red team Hapki. Hapki putting pressure. But this E50M is in danger. He knows it. He's pulling away. The IS-4s, they won't be fast enough to chase. If he goes to his right, no, he's okay. Jerker taking some damage. This E50M for Souls, vital proxy spotting position. But at the same time, we are seeing Michael 268, and I can smell tomatoes stacking dangerously on A, but we can see that Souls have actually pulled off A. A is undefended. Looks like Souls are kind of hoping that A will look after itself and looking to trade effectively, and they are currently 700 hit points ahead, but they have bled more hit points. I think Souls had more hit points on the table to begin with, and someone else is taking a ton of damage. Neither team really respecting the hit point pools, and Demon Soul, oh, he can smell possible kills here. He's a very healthy IS4. Bounces Michael 997. I can smell tomatoes now pushing in. The 113. Oh, he could have got through there, but now he is at risk of going down. Pan Seba looking for the kill. Doesn't quite have the angle. I can smell tomatoes. Down to Pan Sultan. The 268 takes down the E50M. Now the 268 is in trouble. Major looking for the kill. 268 probably will bounce at this angle. No, connects. Major dodges. Gets the kill. Pan Seba pushing it on Petros. Souls, look at the hit point advantage. 6k to 2k, 6 guns on 3. Souls, ooh, their game to throw though. Panfrog looking for the kill. Ram kill, no. Panfrog down. Pan Major low. He manages to take down Petros. It's 2 on 5. 2 on 1. The E50M Hapki. Hapki going out, it seems. 0-3 to Souls. Souls looking very competent. And oof. Masio IS4 Infernal Camouflage. Kaboom. Locks it up. And that is GG to Souls. Souls looking good on that game. Neither team looking super hot on Castilla, truth be told. That was... But don't knock them. They're in the Pro League. They're doing well. Panfrog, E3. Good damage dealer. The mouse tanks as well for Souls. Played very well indeed. So let's set the friend requests. And I do believe that is the end of this evening's fixtures. So I think that was over pretty quick. What I'm going to do is... Good lord. Look for this. I'm going to try and find a replay for y'all. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Someone must have sent me replays. We're looking for that replay. Oh, the music stopped as well. It's all happening. Yes, continue watching. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna update the scoreboard quickly on our own little Excel sheet. We are looking for. Oh, friend requests. Fantastic. Let's hit up the Discord channel for a replay. Okay. There we go. That was suitably boring. What's happening in chat? Thank you, Full Metal Jacket. Full Metal Jacket. Jacket. Thanks, mate. I'm glad you are enjoying. Smiley face. Okay, we're friends. That's good. Shadow Risk. Maybe. Okay. So let's just go here. Do we have any results in? Oh, all the results. No? No, we're still waiting on some results. To strat sketch. It's not really a strat sketch. So these were the first 4. With the surprise raid losing to Easy. First Alliance beating Easy. So First Alliance currently 2-0. Also First Alliance beating Easy 3-1. Which is encouraging. Hapki losing to Souls. Eros beating Raid 3-0. Now we're just waiting. The only result outstanding is R2K versus Win. And that will be the lot for this evening. And actually what we can do is, if we go back into the game, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe if you go to the tournament chart, go to the professionals, and you have a look at the chart, you can see the scores. And we're still waiting for... Oh, that doesn't work. Does that work? That works. Okay, now we're not obscuring anyway. Hey. So Eros First Alliance currently top. R2K playing Win. Hapki and Raid both lossless. And this is actually very interesting to note that... yeah. This is very interesting to note indeed. That the current world champions have lost to Eros and to Easy. But reiterating the format of the professionals tournament, it's the same as the online qualifying section, top 8 from the Twister 2018 campaign. So there are 14 matches. All the teams really need to do at this stage is come in the top 4. So obviously not getting any points on the door on day 1 sucks. But it's not the end of the road for Raid. They still have 12 more games to play. And realistically, if you can get 8 wins, I think if you get around like 7 or 8 wins, you've got a really strong shot at making the top 4. It depends obviously on how the other games between the other teams go. But that's what you're looking at. So, Raid off to a rocky start. I think... we're still pending the results from... Yeah, we're still pending results from Win and R2K. We'll hang around for those. Let's see. Did anyone answer the call? Did anyone answer the call? Oh my god, everyone answered the call. Well, Afro Panda was first. Let's jump on that one. Let's go. Afro Panda, Rain, the RGN Rain clan, the one of 2 clans in the world with 2 teams in their server region in the professionals. You've got Rain, well, RGN Team Rain. And RGN Team Chaos in North America. Of course, the only other clan in the world with 2 teams in the professional tournaments is G-Game from Russia. I don't know their team names because they're difficult to pronounce and remember. So we've got Afro Panda from Rain in the T95 E6. I don't recognize any of the clan tags from anyone else in the game. But Afro Panda is going to be tearing it up. That is an interesting looking tank. I don't think I've really played against this much or at all. Staying hydrated and caffeinated over here. So yeah, I mean the results, whilst Afro Panda shows us how it's done at tier 10 in North America. let's just talk about the layout of the land, because I, for one, am flabbergasted that Raid are currently 0-2. I mean, they have been pretty much unassailable. Or at least everyone's been very... Ooh, nice double bounce. Everyone has been worried about them. Ooh, takes the ammo, drops the repair kit very quickly. Nice alpha on this tank. Good reload speed as well. That little tumor on top, though, seems to be a weak point. But he's not letting that hold him back. Afro Panda, not taking no for an answer. Fluffs the shot on that one, though. Tough pen on the T62 Alpha. But not impossible. Racking up the damage. 1500. Will he get some more damage in? No, he won't. Green's looking strong. Looking very strong indeed. Nice roll on the batch at 25T. So... Ooh, but the Green's now losing some tanks. So I am very sort of... very intrigued by the results actually on the EU server. This is not something I thought we'd be seeing. Raid, that's for me the real upset. Of course, if Win beat R2K, that would really open up the field. But it seems the first alliance looking very strong, and they beat Easy. Easy, of course, beating Raid. So you have to wonder what's going to happen over the next couple of games. Afro Panda already up to 3k. I've just taken my eyes off the screen for what feels like 10 seconds, and he's racking it up. No way. That was a good shot. That was a very good shot. A little bit RNG's just smiling on him there. T57 reloading. Afro Panda confident in that exchange. Will he push in? No, he won't. He will play safe. It's 3-on-3. Now he'll push in with the T57 as a one-shot. Looking for that angle. Not quite getting it. Pushing in safe. 57 red pushing on 50B green. Good night, HE shell up the butt. And now it's a T95E6. And that's the name of the tank, yeah. And an AMX 30B, sorry. 2 tier 10 premiums versus an E100 and a mouse. Nice roll, 4.8k damage. Looking good. Great gun handling on this tank. Kind of makes me want to get it in my garage. Got enough tier 10s though. I really do. The mouse just angling up there, angling the armor ineffectively, and really not doing himself any favors, especially against the patient Afro Panda. He was able to bide his time. He's not worried about the E100 on the cap. You know, he can go around there, get the reset, unspotted. Careful, it's coming out, not sideways, side scraping. Max roll, 5.9k damage, ramping it up. It's got some really nice positioning, really waiting for the camo to reset. Happy to take, ooh, a max roll from the mouse, 560, but the E100, the damage dealer, the scary high alpha tank is down. Doesn't quite manage to connect there. Looking to use his speed to get round. Oh my god. Biding his time, looking for the flank shot. Gets it! 6,700 damage and maybe a teensy bit of ram damage as well. Afro Panda tiding us over. It's friend request, yeah, sure. Oh, yes. All of the friend requests. I'm sure this gives me lag spikes having so many people in the friends list. But there we go. 6.7k damage. Carrying the team there quite comfortably on his shoulders. Broad shoulders of Afro Panda. North American server. So let's just see if the score from Win versus R2K is in. It is. It's in. Let's go to it. R2K beating Win 3-1. So you're actually that's pretty fair. I mean, it's been a tough night for Win, but they played really well against First Alliance. First map though, Middleburg, not their cup of tea it seems. But if now we go to the chart, this is the chart. There we go. Eros, First Alliance, R2K, topping after day one. We're in the first round of the round robin, and we've done the first 2 tours. That's what they're being called. Yeah, so group stage, the first group stage, we've done the first 2 tours. We are seeing Eros, First Alliance, R2K in the top bracket, Easy and Souls taking the middle 2 slots, Hapkey, Raid, and who is next in the bottom position. But you know, there's only been 2 matches played by each team. The field is still wide open. The question is, tomorrow evening, when we're back on the EU server for tours 3 and 4 of the first stage, can Eros, First Alliance, R2K extend that lead? And can Hapkey, Raid, and Win recover lost face from day one? Easy in Souls, 50-50. It's been a mixed start for them, neither good nor bad. So that's the field for the EU server at the moment. Thank you for tuning in for this match. If you haven't already done so, please do like the video so I can send some good information to Wargaming and say, hey, look, people like the video. Thanks. And if you haven't already done, please do subscribe to the channel. I will be back in some hours time, I think 5 or 6 hours, streaming the North American server, basically day 1, tours 1 and 2 of the first group stage for North America. I believe Ammonet is also streaming. In theory, I know that I was meant, well, at least I thought I was following different games than I actually ended up following, although we saw some cracking games nonetheless. In theory, on North America, I will be following Reigns' Chaos team, but, you know, we'll see. We will see. So this is Rolling Swarm saying thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you got all of those delicious coins. I'll leave the stream running with some music playing for a few more minutes if you're just on edge waiting for some more coins. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next stream very soon. See you guys. Bye for now.
Is your world stop spinning? can't conceal it. What deep down I felt for you. Oh, I regret for losing the one who loved me, for who I can't go back to. Walking through all the dust, memories and frame, a past we simply let fade. Oh, but I don't close the door, waiting a chance for when we'll be back again. You make me feel so crazy, still in love with you. You make me feel amazing when I'm next to you. You make me feel so crazy, my heart breaks for you. Can't help but know that I'm still in love with you. You make me feel so. When there's no hope loving for you who saw me before I knew who I'd be. What I have around me means nothing to me if I can't share it with you. Walking through all the dust, memories and frame, a past we simply let fade.